Welcome back to the Fate of Drakkenheim. This is the Dungeon Dudes weekly D&D 5th edition actual play campaign. I'm Monty Martin, running our game as Dungeon Master.
And I'm Kelly McLaughlin, playing Wilhelm von Kessel, the human swashbuckler rogue/fighter. And we're joined today by our good friends.
Jill Denitis playing Rudy Whitaker, the Shifter Eldritch Knight.
And Joe O'Borman playing Wrath, the Aasimar Warlock.
Thanks for joining us again. We are the Dungeon Dudes, and Kelly and I post new videos on our YouTube channel on Tuesdays and Thursdays where we cover everything D&D, including advice for players and guides for DMs. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that bell so you never miss an episode.
You can also join us on Tuesday evenings to watch our Drakkenheim series right here on YouTube at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We also have all of the video episodes available as an audio-only podcast as well, if you prefer to engage that way.
And you can bring Drakkenheim to your very own game table as well. Our adventure, Dungeons of Drakkenheim, is available through our publisher, Ghostfire Gaming, at drakkenheim.com, and you can also get digital copies through Roll20, Foundry, as well as on DriveThruRPG and D&D Beyond. So check them out.
Yeah.
Sebastian Crow's Guide to Drakkenheim is also available on many platforms as well, and you can pre-order Monsters of Drakkenheim too. With that, let us return to the world of Drakkenheim.
Drakkenheim is no more. The devastation which fell upon that accursed place left a kingdom in ruin. Now, horrors lurking in the haze grow ever more great and terrible, while simmering tensions between rival factions boil over into outright war. The power of monarchs, mages, and priests hangs in the balance. 6 unlikely heroes join forces to confront the coming chaos. They shall decide, once and for all, the fate of Drakkenheim.
Chaos fills the halls of Baden Castle as a storm of eldritch lightning rages outdoors, and the sounds of battle clash through the halls as the invading contaminated monsters drive the soldiers against one another. The storm continues unabated, however, as groups are beginning to mobilize after defeating the attackers set upon King Wilhelm. You are now regrouping in the mess that was the royal suite. Rudy, Wilhelm, and Wrath, you are together here with several of the surviving soldiers who both the Duke's men and the Royal Guard sort of form their ranks and size up the situation of what's happened and how everyone was affected, with a little bit of paranoia for the way that monster managed to manipulate people, still quivering in the air.
Wrath.
You stabbed me.
That was not me. It was me. I was mind-controlled. And I'm sorry. Not only for stabbing you. I'm also sorry because I didn't think the threat would be this great, and I should have listened to you. You too, Rudy.
Listen, I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed.
Oh, come on. That's worse.
Just be mad.
Yeah, can't you just be mad at me?
Listen, you have advisors for a reason, and we may seem a little bit cuckoo sometimes, but I think our instincts were correct in this particular matter.
Look, it's beyond us. I'm not one to gloat. I knew it was coming. I don't know if there was a way to prevent it. I don't know if there was more that we could do, but all I know is that we have to deal with the situation at hand, and all I can tell you is that the Duchess is incredibly there. Like super really there. I don't know the word escapes me.
Present?
This creature is
Omnipresent.
Its reach is beyond. As I told you, I felt its presence miles away. This storm, as it crashes upon us, will just bring more of these terrible creatures. I talked to the Duchess. I reached out to it.
You talked to her?
And it.
You talked to her?
Yes, and it
When?
laughed. It laughed at me.
How?
I tried to create a connection
When?
as you were being assaulted. I was hoping to gain information, an edge.
You do?
No.
Oh.
No,
Okay.
not even a little. Although I did grapple with it, which only gave me confidence that now I can probably do it again with more success. Yeah, I should probably do it again.
You know, right now, we need a plan. And here's what I'm thinking. I don't have a full plan, but I want to say this.
We go back to sleep.
No.
Okay.
I think we're awake now. Right now, the Duchess is attacking us on her terms.
Yes.
With her being as psychically linked into things as she is, I doubt that we can get the drop on her or approach her unseen. That doesn't mean that we can't find a way to fight her on our terms.
One of the soldiers speaks up. Your Majesty, I know you're concerned about this threat, but we need to get you somewhere more safe and secure. The fighting hasn't stopped.
Then we need to save the rest of these people.
We need to find Elias. We need to find the Duke. The captains that attended the dinner. They could be turning on each other as well. If anything, she looks to disrupt any of the forces and any chance we have against a counterattack.
Then maybe we need to fortify ourselves into a smaller area with everyone, regardless of what goes on the rest of the castle.
We need to find the important people in this castle, and we need to group them all together, perhaps in the dining hall.
Yeah, this place is totally ruined. There's poop everywhere. We must find a new location for
It's
gathering.
singed.
Yeah, it's also, it smells awful.
Some rafters fall down.
Definitely not in this room. All right.
Yeah, we should come up with a different gathering place.
Perhaps the mess hall would be a good place for all of us to gather. It's
The
large.
dining hall, yeah.
Yeah, the dining hall.
Yeah.
It will be a mess hall when we're done with it.
This is now dubbed the mess hall.
The soldiers say, Your Majesty, what do you want us to do?
Find Elias.
Ike, I want you to lead these men, find Elias, find the Duke, find any of the guests who were here tonight, and gather them and bring them to the dining hall.
Yes, sir. And one of the other royal guards says, Your Majesty, do you want any of us to stay with you?
I have Rudy and Wrath. Why don't three of you come with me to make sure that double our numbers?
I don't know if it's best. What if these soldiers stumble across more of these creatures? Will they be able to fend for themselves, or will they just succumb to it?
I don't know, but we need to get the rest of the people
I think we should be the ones.
to go searching
Find
for them.
Elias. He could be murdering a page somewhere. And in need of our help.
I thought the idea was to get me to safety, but I'm willing to go out there.
Oh, you're supposed to go to safety?
That's what they said.
Oh, fair.
But I mean, I'm I
think you need to find some safety
I
right
could
now.
use
A little
That's
safety.
your
a
believing
little safety right now. I'm not gonna
I think
lie.
you both are
a doorway.
I think you both are looking a little bit worse for wear.
Right.
Someone stabbed me with a blade of the king.
Who was it? We'll get them.
I think we go find the mess hall. We get as many people, and we can send people
And then
out
we
in
can
groups.
start finding more. Okay.
We
Yeah.
need a place, a structure to have as a
Yeah.
meeting zone.
So three of you with me. The rest go find the other guests and the Duke and Elias.
Absolutely, sir.
If you see any glowing things, don't look at them.
Yes, sir.
Close your eyes.
Yes, Your Majesty. Alrighty. with that, they head off. They ask one last question. Sir, do you want us to go search the upper floors or the lower floors?
Do I know where the Duke and Elias were staying?
There's the Duke has his own apartments that are upstairs, and then there Elias with like the other like apartments and guest quarters are the next level down.
How many hooded lanterns and soldiers are there?
There's about a dozen men and women total that are here right now.
I'll make it easy. The guards who are the Duke's guards, go get the Duke. Hooded lanterns guards, go get Elias.
Sounds good.
And one last thing, Ike, you're promoted.
To what?
What was he before?
Technically, all of the
He's a lieutenant now.
Technically, all of like the royal guards are like of like a sergeant or a lieutenant rank. There is a single captain of
That's
Save the promotions for.
yeah. I put a little. Don't I have like
We'll give
badges
him
or something?
we'll give him an award.
Yeah, my Wilhelm,
We have so
my
many
Von
badges.
Kessel badges. Yeah, I put one on him. I'm like,
he wears it with pride.
there you go.
Okay.
King's choice. It means very little, but you'll know.
So Ike heads off with the others to find the Lord Commander. Where are you guys gonna go?
To the mess hall.
For now.
So there's not a mess.
Okay, so to the dining hall.
There is a mess hall in this castle, but I don't think that's the room that you're referring to.
No, the dining hall.
Yeah.
Which is not on this level.
No. The
The
way
map is abstract.
Yeah, it's kind of abstract. Yeah. So yeah, you would need to head down to the main level. So there's two sets of stairs that lead between the two floors. It's kind of a tower on either side that is a spiral staircase. Which set of stairs do you want to take up or down?
Probably the one closest to where the
Okay.
quickest way to the dining hall.
Heading down the stairs, you see as you come down the stairs, you are in the hall where the Great Hall is, as well as the dining hall. And here, as you come down the stairs, you hear the crashing of thunder, and the whole castle shakes and shudders as you hear the sound of shattering glass coming from the Great Hall itself. As you step down the stairs, you see the doors to the dining hall are closed, but the doors to the Great Hall have blown open, and there's almost like as you come down, there's almost a overwhelming sound of like the wind and the rain, and what you see as you come down the stairs is a soldier of the Duke's household get thrown through the doors and land against the door again back here, and his neck snaps with a wet snap.
Does anybody have any healing potions?
Yes, here, and I toss a greater at you.
Great. I'm gonna.
Do you want one?
Yeah.
I got 3.
Yeah, I'm gonna. As I see that happen, I grab a potion from Rudy, and I'm gonna.
You only need 1? You need 2?
Maybe.
Take 2.
Those are 20 each.
Yep.
And
I'm gonna go first.
yeah.
I assume, this door where we got flown through, it's across from where we want to be.
Yeah.
Well, we can't just. I mean, we have to check it out and make sure that we deal with any problems in the immediate vicinity.
All right.
Rudy,
I mean, I'm going in first, obviously.
I'll be right behind you. Wrath,
I'm invisible.
Right.
I hear him say, but did you cast invisibility on yourself?
I just disappear.
And he can talk in our minds too. So.
Yeah. I'm like, Wrath, nobody's there. I'm invisible.
Okay. What will you do?
I'm gonna run in first.
Okay. Wrath heads down. You head down the stairs and look into the Great Hall. You see several House von Baden soldiers that have been thrown around in disarray in this room. The glass windows of the Great Hall, many of them have been shattered as a swirling vortex of dark clouds, debris, and icy shards moves in from outside like an eldritch storm. There's crackling octarine lightning filling the air around it, and the whole castle is rumbling and shaking from the unnatural living weather. For this is no ordinary storm. Within these dark clouds is a snarling face, and its eyes and mouth are like pools of octarine light. It's like the weather itself has been warped and infused by the haze into an arcane and twisted, sentient elemental filled with the unbridled anger of the storm.
Ooh.
Like it definitely, it was coming tonight. I'm pretty sure.
I'm out of luck points and not at full health, so, and neither are you, man.
No, I drank some potions, but no, I'm not feeling great.
That's what I mean, is do we barricade ourselves?
I don't think we're gonna stop it.
You're gonna roll for initiative.
Like, what's a wooden door gonna do for a cyclone inside?
I've seen Twister. We're gonna be fine.
So I guess I'm going in first. 33.
You crit
33?
initiative.
16.
16 for Rudy.
11 for math.
Okay.
Me in front of the door, you guys in the door.
All right. We kick things off with Wilhelm.
So Wrath rushes
I
in
run
first,
ahead.
sees it.
I go, uh-oh.
Or
Okay, guys, there's something in there.
Alrighty. So, as you move forward, Wilhelm, the winds around the Eldritch Cataclysm kick up. And as you move into that space, I need you to give me a strength saving throw.
I got a 5.
Okay, so you've failed your save by 5 or more.
That's not good.
And as you just step in front of this thing, you step out as the winds blow in front of you, and you are simply immediately just flung and you're knocked prone. Yeah.
I imagine that I'm like, and I run in it, but
Yeah.
as soon as I turn the corner, you just see me get smashed up against the wall.
Yeah, and you are slowed.
Can I still act?
So your speed is halved,
That's fine.
and you are knocked prone. So then you have to spend half your speed to get up from prone. So that would be all your movement.
Cool. I stand up and I pull out my repeater crossbow and I start firing. It's not Varenthorn, but it will do. Shoot it with your crossbow, Wilhelm. I get a 22.
These are all made with disadvantage. All attacks with ranged weapons made by creatures in the area, targeting a creature in the area at disadvantage.
Cool. The 22 becomes a 14.
Which misses. The shot just is blown away.
And my second attack is also a 14.
Blown away.
So I shoot 2 crossbow bolts that then like fly and actually stick into the door behind
Yeah,
me.
pretty much.
And I twirl my crossbow, attach it to my belt, and I'm like, all right, I think I got it. Rudy, you're up. I don't actually know if you're up, but I don't know where Raph is, so you're the only other person I can see. Bonus action, actually, I'm going to bonus action yell to Rudy to move it. And you can make a free move action. Is it free or is it?
Use the reaction.
You can use a reaction. Do you want to use your reaction?
no.
No. Okay, Raph, you can move it.
Do you like to move it? Move it?
What am I moving?
You
Do
can
you want to
move.
move?
I'm giving you a free move action for your reaction.
Oh, I might get knocked over. I'm gonna move.
Okay, you know what though? Actually, you're already right there, right?
Yeah, I don't need to move.
Okay, fight on! I'm gonna yell. So I'm like, Raph, wherever you are, start blasting. Not fight on. For glory. So you get a free attack action.
Is it attack or can you cast cantrip?
Oh, melee or weapon attack.
Yeah.
Oh, I can't do anything.
I throw. Hold on. This is where keeping an equipment list comes into play. Can I use an item?
No, it's got to be the attack action.
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start yelling commands and nobody's listening to me, so I'm going.
I punch the air. Ah!
I'm going to. I still have. Oh no! I got rid of sharpshooter, or crossbow expert. 'Cause I
Okay.
got the sword. Yeah.
Okay.
So never mind. I
All right.
don't do anything.
Would you like to take the dodge action? Or can you dodge as a bonus action? No,
No, I
it's
don't-
dash,
no.
disengage, or hide. Okay.
Can I hide? No, I can't
Can't
move.
move. You'd have to.
Yeah.
Can I hide right there?
Dash.
No.
No.
Okay, I'm done.
Okay. The Eldritch Cataclysm. Okay. It is going to kick things off. It builds up all of its energy. And it fires an icy bolt at Wrath.
I'm invisible.
Oh, you are invisible.
Can it see me?
Oh, so it can't see you, so it's going to fire it at Wilhelm.
Perfect.
Getting a 22 to hit.
That's my AC.
So that is 14 cold damage, and then the icy bolt explodes. You and each creature within 10 feet of you have to make a dexterity save.
Well, that seems like me standing right beside you.
I'm gonna half the initial damage and make what sort of save?
Dex save.
Oh, good. I get a 28.
Okay, you're fine. You take no additional damage.
Wrath, you're invisible, but you're in an explosion.
Oh, I eat the explosion for dinner.
You take 18 cold damage, and you are frozen.
What?
Yeah.
Okay,
So you're immobilized in place until you break free, and you are vulnerable to bludgeoning. You will take double damage from bludgeoning, basically.
And what is the frozen condition? Sorry, like
Like you're encased in ice, so you are effectively restrained until you break away from the ice, which is either a strength check, some form of teleportation, or the fire or bludgeoning damage breaks you out.
Can I take action?
Yes, you can still take actions.
Okay.
Yeah. Rudy, it is your turn.
Do you want me to break you out of it?
All right, Rudy, give me a strength save. Lots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I have a plus 14. So
Okay, you're good.
fine.
You're not checked by the wind. What do you want to do?
I want to move in front of Wilhelm,
Okay.
and then. Well, I guess I can't because of what I'm gonna do. I want to toss a fireball in there.
Okay. Throw your fireball.
Throw my fireball. Okay, so it's a 15 dex.
Okay. As a living embodiment of the storm, it takes no damage.
Oh, I tried. I go to do it and it just like.
I think it like gets wrapped up in the cyclone, like
Yeah.
you just see
Fire.
flames, and then the flames slowly dissipate as inside of
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
All right, that's okay.
Wrath, we're over to you.
I don't think elemental damage.
I
is
am
gonna
going
work.
to shift though, so I'm a bit like, and I get riled up and I turn into my wolfish form and I gain 21 temporary hit points.
Nice.
That's my bonus action.
Oh, I could have used second wind as my bonus action. Oh well, next.
Do you want to?
Sure. Yeah, I would love to use second wind. I'm still getting. This is my first time being a fighter.
It's D10 plus 5.
That'll help.
What are you going to do, Wrath?
I am going to push Wilhelm forward
What?
and be like, "Hey, you get him!" And I'm going to cast True Polymorph.
Huh.
And I'm going to turn Wilhelm into an adult green dragon.
You shoved me forward. I'm like, wait,
Into the room.
wait, no, I don't think. And like,
Get him!
you've seen Wilhelm turn into a little green dragon because of his cloak, but yeah, he just turns into a. Okay, so wait, can I look up the stats of the adult green dragon? Is that cool?
Yeah.
So the adult green dragon is a...
I'm gonna just pull that up because I guess I'm.
Or no, sorry. Because you're green, right?
Green is kind of my jam.
Can we use the stats for the gold dragon?
Is that what you want to do?
Because the green dragon is inherently evil, and I don't think
Do I get to maintain?
Wilhelm's evil.
Do I get to maintain anything?
No, you just are that now.
I mean, you can change me into a gold dragon. I know that I'm kind of a green vibe, but
Yeah, I think the gold
Sure.
dragon.
Okay.
all right, adult gold.
You are now
They have like a greenish luster on them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then I'm gonna back away from the door.
Okay, give me a strength saving throw.
You do it.
Oh yeah,
wait,
you're still just frozen, so you're stuck there. Like the wind is blowing you, but you're frozen in place.
So I sort of just look at him, and I try to push him through.
Okay.
You go get him, Chief.
Alrighty. With that, we go to Dragon Wilhelm.
Oh my gosh. You don't have a gold dragon, do you?
I do have a gold dragon.
Is he cooler and bigger?
He's flying.
Yeah, that's way more majestic. Yeah, get him, Wilhelm.
Okay. Can this thing be frightened?
You can study the foe to find out.
I mean, the dragon can use its frightful presence, so I'm going to use my frightful presence.
Oh, and then you make attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Go and be frightening.
Wait, each creature of the dragon's choice. So I'm going to choose him. DC 21 Wisdom saving throw.
Huh. Turns out you can frighten a storm.
Who's scared of who now?
Immune to burning, exhaustion, frozen, grappled, paralyzed, petrified, poisoned, prone, restrained, shocked, and stunned. But it can be frightened.
Well, good. I mean, I would be afraid too if the king turned into a giant gold dragon.
Okay.
And then I'm going to how high are the ceilings in this room?
40 feet.
I take to the air. Actually, yeah, I didn't want to get that close. So I take to the air, and I guess I'm going to start things off with a bang. Let's...
Sure. First, I do need a strength saving throw in your dragon form.
Okay. 21.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, get him.
So fire breath probably isn't going to work, but what about weakening breath?
Well, you've used frightful presence.
Oh, right.
So you have to just make attacks now.
Okay. I've never dragoned before.
It's new ground.
Okay. I also didn't even realize that I don't know, I forgot about weakening breath as an option. Okay, so I get to make
Bite and 2 claws.
bite and 2 claws. Here comes my bite attack, so that's going to be 23 to hit,
It's a hit.
and that's going to be 16 damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to claw number 1 gets a 16 to hit,
That is a miss.
and the second claw 20 to hit.
That is a hit.
Nice.
As well. Right on it.
Dragon's gonna dragon.
Also a 16 damage.
Okay.
And
Die.
yeah, it's afraid of me, so that's good. Any bonus actions? No, just legendary actions. Can't use those. I guess that is it for Dragon Wilhelm.
Okay.
I'm just
The
gonna jot my hit points down.
Eldritch Cataclysm. It is going to okay, it is going to use its chain lightning attack.
Uh-oh.
So it attacks Dragon Wilhelm, getting a 21 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, Wilhelm, that is going to be 20 lightning damage, and you are shocked until the end of its next turn.
Well, I can't drop anything, so that's good.
That's good. Fortunately, shocked is not gonna. Shocked it does leave you dazed and defenseless, though. Yeah, and then the lightning bounces over to Wrath,
No!
who gets hit for a 20 something. Yeah, 26.
That hits.
20 lightning damage.
Ow.
And you are shocked. And then it bounces to Rudy, who gets hit for a 22 to hit.
I haven't used my reaction. I'm going to Silvery Barbs.
Okay, so I have to roll that again. Even higher.
Okay, that's okay. Yep.
Okay, so you're shocked. So you drop whatever you're holding in your hands.
Okay.
You must spend an action to draw, stow, or pick up an object, and you're dazed and defenseless.
And damage?
20.
And I was able to make my con save
Okay.
for
Oh, good. That would have been
true polymorph.
bad.
Yep.
Alrighty, Rudy, it is your turn. You are
Okay.
dazed, defenseless, shocked.
So
Oh man.
you said
Piling on.
I can actually, because my weapon is bonded to me, I can use a bonus action to call it back to my hand.
Sure, but because you are dazed, you can only move, take an action, or a bonus action. Only one of the three.
But I have to take an action to pick up my weapon
Correct.
anyways, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mean, regardless, I guess I'm gonna pick up my axe for sure. I'm not leaving that
Okay.
down on the ground.
That would be your turn then.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Yes. Okay. Wrath.
Frozen.
Yeah.
I'm shocked.
Yeah. You're frozen. You're shocked.
Can I try to get out of it?
You can make a strength save to try to get out of the. That would be your action to get out of the frozenness.
You can also blast from being frozen.
Yeah, I can, right?
Yeah.
I'm just restrained.
Yes.
I shoot laser beams.
Yeah.
Do I shoot with disadvantage?
No. No.
Oh, even better. Thanks, Frozen. 20 to hit. Higher. And does an 18 hit?
No.
So, 2 hits. Oh, wait, I have 4 attacks now. And you said 18 doesn't hit.
No.
Okay, so I had 2 hits.
2 hits. I believe this creature is too large for you to move around with the blast.
That's okay, I guess.
What size?
13 and 8. So 21 damage. I actually don't know if it actually says. It just says when you hit a creature.
Oh, okay.
But
Do you
I'm
wanna
not
move it?
interested in moving it
Okay.
anyways.
Oh.
And I also think,
Why not?
I would agree to. It's a storm. I don't know if it could actually move.
Yeah.
I'm also gonna give my silvery barbs to Wilhelm
Okay.
for next advantage on attack roll,
Alright.
ability check,
Okay,
or saving
cool.
throw.
Yeah, thanks.
I do need strength saves from both Wrath. Well, Wrath it doesn't matter, but Rudy it does actually.
16.
So you actually fail your save. So you're just slowed, so you're fine.
I'm 15.
I am gonna rule as well that the winds would have sent your axe flying back, so you would have actually needed to use your the bonus action to pick it up again.
like, magically-
Yeah, because like your axe would have like flown away in the wind.
And I'm like,
right?
wait a second.
Yeah. Yep.
I like that
Okay.
it makes a slurping noise.
Yeah. Okay, Wilhelm, it is your turn.
Interesting choice.
Dragon Wilhelm is going to breathe weakening breath onto this thing. So I need a DC 21 strength saving throw. Oh, actually, strength might be.
I get a 30.
Yeah, okay, cool. Cool.
Actually, sorry, I lied. I get a 21.
That's exactly what you needed. So the weakening breath does nothing. We know that fire breath is going to do nothing. Cool.
Wait, what does
Yeah,
what does
no, I added the
Oh!
wrong save.
No,
No.
Silvery Barbs is
Oh,
on my next
Yeah.
attack.
Okay.
Attack or saving throw.
Or saving
Yeah.
throw. Then that is it.
Sorry, sir. I think I'm just gonna chain lightning you guys again because everyone got shocked, so I have advantage on attack rolls against all of you. So I'm just gonna chain lightning. Pew! Gonna be 22 against Dragon Wilhelm.
Yep.
So that is 22.
22.
Yeah, 20 damage, and you're shocked again. Against Wrath, it's gonna be 18.
A miss?
Ooh, okay. So it missed. Does it still bounce on a miss? I think we were dastardly and said that it does. Oh no, it's just on a hit, so Rudy doesn't get hit. Okay. No, it's just on a hit. Okay. So just Wilhelm is shocked.
Usually.
This time around.
We're gonna
But
die.
the elemental will use that opportunity, though.
Is he still frightened?
Oh, he is frightened. Yeah. So he would have had disadvantage on that attack because of the frightened. So it still hits. Yeah. Because the advantage would have canceled out each other out. But yeah. And then I just rolled to see which of the two dice was the result. He's still frightened. When do I make the save?
On his turn.
think
I
on
think.
His
the end of
turn?
his turn.
Am I still frightened? Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's a little scared, so he's going to move away.
Do I get an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Wait, I was dazed though.
Yeah.
That's on my turn though.
Yeah, and it doesn't stop you from taking reactions.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna make a bite attack at him.
Okay.
Bite him.
Ooh. Getting a 16.
That's
Use your silvery barbs.
Oh, my silvery barbs! Oh, that's way better. 32.
Dragon Wilhelm
that
has
hits.
this weirdly comical voice to him, but he's kind of squirrely, kind of reptile-y.
14 more damage.
Okay.
I don't know what that was. I got excited.
Yeah, yeah.
That's my excited voice.
Rudy,
Naturally.
we're over to you.
So I'm slowed.
You're no longer slowed. No, you have to make the save right now to see if you're slowed.
And that's a
DC 17 strength
strength.
save.
Yes.
What did you
I
get?
got a plus 14 plus a 10.
Okay, so you are not slowed. You are uninhibited. You can move. You're no longer shocked. You got your axe. You're all good to go.
Okay. I'm going to run 30 feet in.
Yeah. Get it, Rudy.
You get there.
And then I'm going to Misty Step
Oh.
on my bonus action to it.
You Misty step the 10 extra feet up.
I need it. I need
Yeah.
it. And then I'm going to use my axe to try to,
Ask it a few questions.
like, I have some questions for you. Axe.
Why are you so dead?
24.
Cool. You slam into the
Should I do all three?
Yeah.
All three. Okay.
The
Yeah.
wind?
show that Weatherhood's boss.
Yeah.
23.
This is what I think of a rainy day.
23 hits?
Yeah.
Yep. And then another 24.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Forecast shows clear skies ahead.
Is Raph just like mumbling puns to himself
In
back
his
there?
head, even. I can't. Only
24 damage.
Only Rudy can hear it.
24 damage and 21 damage.
Nicely done.
Nice job. Get him, you two. I'll just supervise.
The weather has been weathered.
Yeah! Get it.
Wrath.
I keep blasting
Pew pew pew.
with my laser beams. 17, I missed. There we go. 26. Does a 19 hit?
No.
Oh man. It does a 19 hit on the dice. So I have 2 hits again. For a total of 17 damage.
Okay. It's still churning. Wilhelm.
Do you get to make another fright save? When's its turn?
After you.
After me?
Yeah, so it's still scared.
Okay. I'm gonna, knowing that my breath attacks do nothing. I'm going to, you know what? Do they recharge? No. I'm gonna go in with my bite and 2 claws. My bite is inches from a crit, so that's gonna be a hit though. And I'm gonna roll that, and then I'll do the 2 claws. 16 damage. I keep getting 16 damage, which is good. Good. Am I still? I don't still have disadvantage. No, I didn't. I don't.
No. No.
All right. I'm gonna make 2 claw attacks then.
Claw claw.
My lowest being a 21,
You got it.
and that's 29 damage.
Okay. It is still going. The storm still rages onward, but it is definitely fluttering at this stage. So it is going to one last time go for the chain lightning.
Try to hit me.
Yeah, it's going to do it with disadvantage.
Is gold a conductor?
A crit turns into a 25.
Which still hits.
Okay, so 20 lightning damage. You are shocked, and it jumps to Rudy, who natural one. It's a miss.
Frightened. Nice frightening.
Yeah. I had not... No, I was shocked last time, so I actually should have only made one attack, shouldn't I?
You were shocked from last turn, then you would not have been able to move up and attack at all.
Was I... I think I got shocked every time, right?
You've been shocked.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we wouldn't be able to move. Well, what about your reach?
Oh, yeah, because it had moved... What is
Yeah.
my reach?
10.
Oh, my reach is 10 feet, and it was 10 feet away from me.
It moved out of your reach. That's why it moved.
I think you were back a little.
Yeah, I think you were back a bit further. So I'm going to take that damage off.
Oh,
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
was only... Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you had to move up to it, and then...
I did not realize it had moved out of my reach.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it.
And then actually that one attack would not have had disadvantage. So let's see if that was a crit. It was not. So you did move into its reach though.
Sure.
Yes, but then that
You
would have
just
been your
didn't
turn.
hit it.
Yep.
Well, I would move so it's
Okay.
in my reach. I don't
Okay.
know. Maybe we're in each other's reach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're touching each other.
Rudy,
I'm gonna
You're
keep
in the storm.
slashing at the storm.
strength save.
Oh yes. 17 plus 14.
Okay, you're
Lots.
good.
Yeah. Lots of strength.
Actually, Wilhelm's strength save for you too.
15.
So you would have also been slowed. So that doesn't matter. You're fine.
Am I thrown back at all?
No, you have to fail by 5 or more to
Okay.
throw back. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna slash at the air.
Get it.
29.
It is a hit.
Do all 3. 18.
Miss.
It's hard.
28.
2 hits and a miss. Is you
Nice hit.
cut
Nice hits. Nice hits.
cut through the biting winds.
21 damage and 30 damage. Oh, one down.
Okay. It's actually still going. Yeah,
is there
because
any-
unfortunately Wilhelm's damage was pulled off.
Bonusy thing.
Wrath?
No bonusy things.
I shoot it
Okay.
with lasers. I miss completely. I crit.
Woo!
No, that wasn't a crit. Sorry, that's just a weird
Weird number.
spot on it. It was an 18. I get a 21 and a miss. So 2 hits again. Man, I cannot.
I mean, 50% is pretty decent.
16 and 13, 29 damage.
Okay. Your rays of Eldritch Power disperse the storm. And the storm breaks. And you notice with the destruction of this creature, the weather begins to abate just slightly.
Is there more of these around?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Can we turn back into a...
No.
You can speak
Oh.
common.
You can actually turn yourself back into a
I
Wilhelm.
can speak common.
You're just like...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right.
no, you're used to being polymorphed. Actually, when you're true polymorphed, what is Wilhelm's regular intelligence, wisdom, and charisma?
My regular... Oh god.
Are you a better dragon than a person? I mean, dragons are just better than us, but
Wilhelm's intelligence is +1, wisdom +0, charisma +3.
So he is more intelligent, more wise, and more charismatic as a dragon than he is normally.
I would follow you to the ends of the earth.
wow, this dragon is super charismatic.
I
This
mean-
should be our king.
I'm gonna use my change shape to change back into Wilhelm, but I'm still a gold dragon.
Do you have just like a golden luster on your skin?
Yeah, I'm a little like, you can't really place it. I'm just like a little brighter
Yeah.
Yeah.
than usual.
Imagine if I go up and I see your skin, there's like flecks of gold. Just
Yeah,
on
my
there.
mustache has like flecks of gold dust in it. So I turn back into Wilhelm, and in like the most charismatic tone, I'm like, "Good job, team. Let us head to the dining hall and protect ourselves there. Excellent work, all of you."
So on top of it.
Wrath, that was some stunning play in there. I saw you disperse that magical storm with confidence and grace.
Can you
Rudy.
remove me from this frozen? I don't know how
I
to get
hack
out.
away from
Thank
the...
you.
Or I just prestidigitate a bit
Yeah.
of heat.
Actually, Wilhelm is even stronger than Rudy right now, physically.
Rudy, would you like to arm wrestle?
Um,
Strength is 27.
Now, when you choose
I mean, mine's
that,
25, so it's not too much more. Actually, yes, I would. I would love to prove that I'm stronger than a dragon.
Maybe we should go to the dining hall first, and then we can arm wrestle.
We should probably make sure that the rest of the castle isn't.
There's important matters on whether Rudy can arm wrestle a dragon. We have to address that. But no, you're right.
So I'm wearing a belt of what is it? Fire giant strength.
Okay, so you're a fire giant.
I do have a question. I do have a question about Wilhelm. Okay, so if the gold dragon turns into a humanoid that has a challenge rating no higher than its own, which is 17, so it can be a 17th level Wilhelm.
Yeah.
And it says it keeps its alignment, hit points, hit dice, proficiency.
Yes. So he can turn into a human.
Yes.
But he does not get any class features or legendary actions of the form that he turns into. So
yeah, no class, so he can't sneak attack.
Yeah, he's basically the best way to say it is that he just is a humanoid shape but uses the stats of the dragon, because like a regular you can't use polymorph magic to like assume the form of a specific person. So like yeah.
So you're like now a Wilhelm, who's a dragon, who's now a human that looks like Wilhelm.
Yes.
And it's gonna be permanent in like 30 seconds.
Really?
Yeah.
How long does it take for it to become permanent?
About 30 seconds. I mean, how long has it been? We can just wait. We can just sit here and wait. For
No,
It's
I
only
don't.
been a few minutes.
I mean, I lose all my class features. I actually think I'm more powerful as Wilhelm.
But if you die, you just become Wilhelm.
Until you
really?
die.
If I am reduced to 0 hit points as the gold dragon, do I revert to Wilhelm?
Yes.
Even if this becomes permanent, that's like the undoing of it?
It isn't permanent. It lasts until dispelled or until the spell is ended.
Okay, well then, yeah, maybe I should just...
But you don't have to concentrate on it.
Exactly.
I guess after that amount of time.
So like after a minute, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's a 1 minute.
I thought it was an hour? No?
Oh, sorry, it is an hour.
Yeah, you have to concentrate on it for an hour.
Oh, bummer.
Well, that's fine.
don't lose your
Let's go into the dining hall and wait it out.
Just go lay down. Wait it out.
All right, arm wrestle dragon. Again, are we out of danger?
Okay,
there
are
still
these two guys
sounds?
alive that were in the room?
No. But there's a few other of the Duke's men, and as you gather back in the dining room a short while later, the weather is seeming to abate, and the sounds of battle are dying down as Elias Drexel, the Duke, and Verona von Baden are brought into the dining hall, themselves showing all signs of having struggled in battle through the night. And Elias Drexel says, "Ever since you talked to me earlier this night, I couldn't get a wink of sleep. We were ready for this, but I wasn't expecting this kind of an attack."
It seems that Wrath and Rudy's investigation was rather important, and I mean, I'm not going to lie, guys. I don't think any of us saw a jellyfish mind controlling our troops and a giant storm monster breaking in through the throne room. I thought that maybe fish people would try to scale the walls and our guards would shoot them down.
Expecting more gills at this point.
I was definitely, yes. More weird eyes on the side of heads.
I would have expected the same. I thought that perhaps we might have seen some kind of incursion from the sea itself by more creatures of the Duchess, but it seems like whatever is happening here, there is much more powerful magic at play.
What about the town? Has anyone had a chance to communicate with
The town guard?
just the town itself? If this is what's happening here, what kind of chaos could be happening to the people?
Valentin von Baden says, "I'm still waiting for reports from my captains of the guard and my forces there, but with the storm even sending someone by boat for now is a little bit risky. I'm hoping that right now I will ask Sundar Stormgale to see if he can send a message magically to communicate with someone in the city, and I can get some reports from the captain of the city watch."
Right. We need We need to know if this was targeted to the castle because of our presence, or if it was
Or
an
for
arranged
taking the
attack.
town, yeah. Valentin, I am a man of my word, and I like to keep my word. But given the circumstances, and I look outside at like the storm, and I say, I think I'm going to need a rain check on that duel this morning.
Understood. Understood.
You were going to show me the fleet. I don't have anything that could be resembling a plan, but I think whatever it was that we were going to talk about, we should start those discussions now, because we need to turn the tides of this battle so that we are fighting on our terms instead of hers. We need to take the fight to the Duchess and end this. I do believe that all of us could use a rest, though, so if the storm does die down, I think that all of us deserve some rest and recuperation, time to lick our wounds, but by this coming evening, I think that we should be ready to mount another counterattack, because time will not be our friend, and if another storm blows in tomorrow night, that could be the end of us.
The Duke says, the storms have been getting worse and worse that have been hitting Drannsmund, and I see no reason to doubt that this could happen again tomorrow night. This could happen every night, and it could be getting worse and worse and worse until we find out how to stop it.
Then tomorrow we are setting sail to Ash Bay, through Ash Bay, to the where the Duchess's lair is, and we're going to have to figure something out. We have until daybreak to sort out a plan.
Do we know that the Duchess's lair is there for sure? It was before, but who knows where she's at?
What do we know? I feel like there was discussion of, so I'm actually trying, okay, out of character. I'm trying to remember, there was discussion about her coral reef and all of that, but I don't know if that was scene setting and discussion, or if that was something that was
That
known.
was never located, exactly.
Right. There's like there was rumors about delirium flowing out into Ash Bay and resting there in a cloud of haze in
And
the bay.
there were several shipwrecks that had occurred that were carrying delirium as their cargo months ago, right? So there have been a few factors there.
Last time she came to us.
Logically, she will be resting in contamination, and out on the bay there is a cloud of haze. And it would make sense that would be... There's no other place that she would build a lair than in a place where she can regenerate and be safe.
Of course.
Are you suggesting that we sail into the eye of the storm, says the Duke?
I don't know. It's either that or we try to do what we did last time and draw her out.
Because most ships have been trying to avoid that as much as possible as they've gone out. There have been rumors of attacks and dangerous sailing conditions, so most ships that have been leaving port here in Drannsmund have been trying to avoid that storm.
But most ships aren't hunting the Duchess.
No.
We are.
This is sort of a... I mean, you're the greatest captain in Westamar. You have the greatest fleet in Westamar. I myself am proficient at sea vehicles.
As someone who is proficient at sea vehicles, we do know that there was a particular vessel that we discovered that had actual contaminated people working there. There's no way that was happening under the guise of the ship's captain. Like, they were wearing full suits and probably had gills and weird hands. If we could go to that ship, maybe they have some charts. Maybe they could tell us where they have visited, and maybe that could give us a clue as to where the Duchess maybe resides.
Von Baden says, I'm concerned that these creatures were able to slip into Baden Castle through water, through the air. I don't think that they're limited in the ways that we are by boats and ships. They can obviously swim and go quite deep.
I mean, our other problem is, last time we fought the Duchess, we had to draw her out because we needed land in order to engage with her on combat. If we're engaging with her in the haze, in her location,
At how powerful she's become.
how do we navigate contaminated water?
And from what we've heard from the latrine guy, that they're more in numbers now. They've had time to grow their numbers. We don't know whether even just attacking them in the water is going to happen. They could come at us from all angles at this point.
Maybe we need to find a way to...
But before you were not sailing on the Ashen Sovereign. Were you not?
No, we were...
That's my ship.
I think at one point we were on like a rowboat.
Yeah. I mean,
that's all we
a
had.
war vessel does have, like, I imagine he has cannons and other such things. Do you have whaling equipment?
We have the Ashen Sovereign has both harpoon guns and dozens of cannons on either side. We have there's over 70 guns on my ship.
Perhaps, and this is going to be a bold claim, but perhaps we sail out to the edge of the haze. And like we did last time, if the Duchess wants us, she can come and get us. And then we slam her with every harpoon and cannon on that ship. And this time we don't hand the body over.
We can also take the... in addition, there is my daughter's ship, the Rose of Thorns, and as well as the sister ship to the Ashen Sovereign, as well, which is the Silver Tide. Between the three of those ships, there's nearly 200 guns.
There is one other thing that we have at our advantage. I am a dragon. And I can breathe underwater.
What?
Wrath here, I don't know if you saw what was in your throne room earlier.
It's complicated.
Wrath turned me and here, let me just, everybody stand back. And
Everyone's shocked.
And I like turn into a big gold dragon.
This is powerful magic, says Elias Drexel.
And I turn back and I'm like, yes, you may have noticed the gold sparkle in the mustache.
Sparkle.
I can breathe underwater. The problem is that I think the water might be contaminated, which might prove problematic even for my dragon form. Although if I become a mutated dragon, am I more powerful?
Elias
I think you're
Drexel
thinking the right
says,
things.
"This is the thing that I worry about, though. Your Grace," he says to the Duke. "Your Majesty is how you address a king. Your Grace, a Duke. These monsters aren't enemy ships. They live deep below. What's to simply stop one of these creatures from attacking from directly beneath, making all those guns absolutely useless?"
Exactly. So I'm thinking we are taking a roll of the dice if we are going out to their strongest area and trying to fight them on their own turf.
Now, my concern, I agree that, okay, so I do agree that the best bet we have is actually to draw the Duchess out, but the Duchess is not stupid. We know that.
Exactly.
The last time we killed her, we drew her out. Do you think she's going to fall for it again?
Joining you in the room now, Eldrick Weaver and Sundar Stormgale come in as well. And Sundar Stormgale confirms that there were attacks within the city as well. And being brought up to speed, the mages concur. If we drew it out once before, it's going to be cagey in the future. If it has these kind of powerful minions, it knows that it is only a matter of time before the haze overtakes the entire bay.
Okay, there is another option that I'm thinking of. It's going to put everybody in danger, but it might be the play. We don't sail into the eye of the storm. We sail out towards where the haze is. The boat's job is to draw the minions. All of the fish folk, contaminated monsters, all of them are drawn out of the Duchess's lair to engage with the ships, leaving an opening for me as a dragon and my two comrades here to dive deep into the sea. Eldrick, if there's any protection you could grant us against contamination, if there's anything that you could do to make our trip tolerable.
You would need someone to use the protections of a neutralizing field spell. If you were swimming underwater like contaminated water, that would be your only shot. Either that or you would need to know. We have developed a mightier spell known as Contamination Immunity, but it is a very powerful spell that is somewhat limited.
I believe you are onto the right track. Is there any way that I know maybe we don't play into its caginess, but we play into its cockiness?
Its desires.
It told me that the waves will continue to crash upon Drannsmund until everything is crushed. So if we send out the ships in a sort of last-ditch effort, maybe we can lure it back just simply thinking it has the advantage that this is the moment.
You do raise a good point. Permission to add to that. What if we're thinking about this wrong? I'm a man of action, and I think that we need to sail out there and take care of this as quickly as possible. But we know that it plans to cast waves over Drannsmund. We know that it's coming back here. What if we take all of the vessels? We don't necessarily leave the docks, but we equip them for battle, but set them in a position so that they can fire on Drannsmund if necessary.
I'm not firing on my own city, on my own people.
There's no way to separate them.
But what if we move all the people? What if we plan for this?
Evacuating? You're talking about evacuating an entire city of over
No,
50,000.
just moving away from the coast. We evacuate the coastline.
My king. A broadside barrage like that from all my guns. Our fire is accurate, but the amount of damage to the docks, blowing away the coastline, destroying the harbor? You're asking me to destroy the harbor of my city?
It might only be a matter of weeks before your city is destroyed.
I
And
mean,
your people turned against you.
Well,
Yes, but
Contaminated and mutated.
But if that is the case, then I may as well order the evacuation and abandon the city now and find some other solution that doesn't require us to destroy the lifeblood of Drannsmund for the future. Rebuilding the docks, getting all the sailors out, I don't know how the city could survive that, even if we...
is there some way we can direct this map back to Ash Bay? Last time we drew her in, and I know she won't necessarily want to, but is there any way we can at least, maybe not the Duchess, but lower her forces?
Do we have a weapon? Maybe some kind of giant delirium crystal. Something that she would want. Something that would make her want to come to this. I'm sure they have a healthy supply, but how can we lure it? Maybe we stockpile all of the delirium onto one ship and sail it towards Ash Bay.
Is she gonna fall for it though? Like we're...
Could do it under the guise of that we're abandoning. We're trying to get rid of the delirium to slow down the haze.
Elias Drexel shakes his head. I think that this creature itself, if it commands the kind of forces that it just sent, if it is truly behind what just came to us, I think that it might send its own. Again, if I was thinking this through, if I have an army, I'm not the amount of risk that I want to take myself is going to be measured against that. yes, this is a powerful creature, but with the type of control that it seems to have. And we don't know what kind of threats are in Drannsmund itself. Who knows how it's already latched in?
I don't feel like we're going to get the Duchess to leave its lair. I think we, the three of us, are going to have to go to that lair and fight it. But we need to remove as many threats as possible, which means, Duke, if you're not willing to fire on the city, then the city is bait, and you're not going to be able to use your fleet to defend it. You're going to have to use your men.
I would sooner use my ships and my men as bait than the city and its people in it.
What happens if you put all of your men on those ships, sail out, and then they attack the city?
It very well could work either way. Perhaps there are so many creatures down there that this Duchess is counting on both us trying to come out to meet it and will attack us at sea and attack us on land at the same time. Can we only assume that should we not assume that maybe it has enough forces that it can both defend its own lair, attack us at sea, and attack us at land at the same time? If it has enough to do this, then it is certainly bold.
Then, what are the options then? Because it feels to me that we are not going to get the Duchess to remove itself from the lair, which means that we're going to have to go there. We have neutralizing field. I can be a dragon, apparently, which is awesome. We have Rudy. Rudy can kill a Duchess.
I'm just a Rudy.
For my
Eldrick's-
connection.
Sorry, go ahead.
You go ahead.
Eldrick says, we can provide some resources and some extra magical equipment if you need to, but indeed, there's no way that we could equip more than the three of you to actually attack down in the depths itself. And if this creature is patient and it is willing to simply, the sea only needs to wait to erode the land away. And if it is patient, and perhaps that's what this creature learned before, that when it was impatient and tried to move too quickly, it assumed too much risk. It might not be expecting a direct attack underwater, whereas it might be expecting to be drawn out.
If this magic can stay, Wrath, then I can swim underwater, and I can carry us.
I can, Bruce has re-gifted me the ability to breathe underwater.
Rudy, you just stay on my back.
And
Under the water?
Wrath,
yeah.
You'll need to stay on my back as well, casting neutralizing field to keep Rudy, myself, and you safe.
yeah.
Do we have any water breathing?
Yeah, that's
capabilities?
right. I can cast water breathing.
Okay. So we can breathe underwater, we'll be resistant to the contamination.
It's only good. It's good for 24 hours, actually. Not bad.
Okay. Okay, so are we...
But neutralizing field only lasts an hour.
So
we'll have
is
to be
it
quick.
that we're making a distraction either close to shore or on the ships to draw out forces, and then we go for the assassination, I guess, of the Duchess? Is she not going to see it coming? Doesn't she have some psychic abilities?
Well, that's what I was wondering. If, did I get any sense from, what I was really trying to discover when I reached out to her was I wanted to know if this was, planned. Because they've been being attacked, right? But did I get a sense that she chose tonight because Wilhelm was there?
You may need to use other magic, like contact other plane or perhaps other forms of divination magic to determine this. But roll me an insight check.
Because, that's...
Or give me an arcana check.
That's what I think. I think this is, I don't know if it's coincidental, but,
Give me an arcana
I think
check.
she's mad at you. And maybe we can use that against her. 23.
The only thing that you think, Wrath, is that the Duchess is a powerful creature, but the The monsters that were sent into Drannsmund tonight and the effects that were created are being projected very far out in terms of distance from where the haze is in Ash Bay. Even though it's close enough for creatures to swim out and there's contaminated water, that might indicate that there may be something in Drannsmund that is acting like a focus point or a locus point that is allowing the Duchess to project power this far inland. Something that might be hiding or hidden somewhere that is drawing energy forward and allowing these storms to continue.
To the lavatory.
What? What? Why are you thinking about
I run
the bathroom right now, Brad?
back
You need to go?
upstairs, back into Wilhelm's old bedroom, and I'm gonna stare into the depths of the toilet.
Okay, give me a perception check.
I follow.
Can I use Bruce?
Sure.
Can I send Bruce in
Yeah.
to the toilet? Go, Bruce.
Bruce doesn't want to go to the toilet, but Bruce will examine things.
Yeah. Bruce, please help me, as you always have.
Give me the perception check.
Oh, here's something that's really important. Bruce has advantage on perception checks that rely on smell. And I think a toilet is a very...
Okay.
I get a worse. I get a, like a 9.
Does Bruce not have the ability to see invisibility?
He can. I also can.
Okay. Bruce...
So me and Bruce, you just see if you were like looking up the hole, it's just like me and Bruce both peeking over into the toilet.
Bruce says, I am detecting something. It is not the smell down the toilet. That is terrible. But there is something that is passing through this castle. It is not in the castle. It is outside it. It is a ley line that should not be here.
Oh.
And Bruce continues. It is being triangulated across the castle from other points.
Interesting. But it doesn't belong, it's not down here. Or it is down here.
It is not here. The points are outside the castle.
But it's being focused.
Yes, so Bruce conjures in your mind the image of a triangle, right? You can imagine there are 3
Simpler,
points.
Bruce, simpler.
There are 3 points to a triangle, and then there's the corners of the triangle and the lines.
Explain like I'm 5.
There's a shape called a triangle. You can make it with your fingies.
Got it.
Okay. Now, the pointy bits are where the thingies are, and then you connect the dots. And the lines go between the dots. The castle is along the line. The dots are somewhere else.
Oh, the castle's along the line. Okay.
Yeah.
But not at the center.
Not at the center.
I mean, you're off on your own.
Yeah.
I just left.
Yeah.
I just ran out of the room with a cat.
I think he just really had to go to the bathroom.
He yelled the latrine and ran away. So I think
Just when you gotta go, you gotta go.
it's important, Healthy, regular bowel movements are important.
Especially after what we've been through in the night. Sometimes when you're tense, it can...
His lower half was frozen. It could have had an impact.
It could, yeah.
Yeah, it clogged me up and then everything started to defrost and then it all just came crashing out all at once. Well, we do know where there is a certain observatory that can help us find points and ley lines.
You're suggesting we go back to the Duchess's Cove?
and Bruce says there would be 3
I'm not with you.
There would be 3 anchor points that would be anchoring whatever is allowing this magic in. If all 3 anchor points are broken, then the ley line would be broken, and whatever magic is allowing the Duchess to project its power will be destroyed.
Okay.
Even potentially
I keep thinking that we're having
even
a
destroying one of the ley lines or one of the points might disrupt some of the power.
Yes, but not end it.
No.
And if and Bruce continues, it is not unlike the magic of my cat door. And the thing is, and Bruce explains, as long as all 3 points remain, recreating at a destroyed point is very easy. So, while destroying a point can disrupt the entire thing, it will not. By creating these multiple anchor points, if any one of them goes down, it's very easy for the other 2 to just help it and bring the whole thing back, right? So I enjoy using this type of magic, for it is a very good way to make sure that your plans cannot be undone. Because, yes, you would think that just taking one of them out would ruin the plans, but it is more stable than you would think.
Then, Bruce, we do not destroy them. But what if we take them over? Instead of the Duchess using this to focus, what if we simply took over these control points? If I gave you access to this, could you push back against her?
Bruce contemplates and thinks and says, "It is not the time for me to make such an overt move.
Okay.
I do not wish to draw that kind of attention to me at this stage. There are other things that you have already set in motion that are more important places for me to have my own connections.
Okay.
But here..."
It's just a fish city. Even though that sounds pretty appetizing.
Indeed. But I have bigger fish to fry.
This whole scene
said.
to me was played from the viewpoint of down the toilet.
We're just
the cat's like looking down the toilet. Yeah.
Then we destroy the points as fast as possible, disrupt the magic, and push it back into the ocean. Once we've done that,
Yes.
then it's simply we go to the lair.
There is one other thing that is worthwhile. If all 3 points are destroyed, whichever anchor, the creature anchoring it, could face a backlash. That is the danger of it.
Oh.
And so it might leave, if the Duchess's own psychic power is anchoring these from a distance, that would be a 4th point. And by taking out all 3 of these points, it might stun her or incapacitate her at least enough that we could take advantage of the situation. What I would want most would be to consume that fish.
Okay. It will be done. You will feast on its flesh. Because you're a good cat.
I desire both the flesh and the essence.
You can have it all.
I will.
Let it be done. Okay, everyone. So
you come back from the washroom.
You feeling all right, Rat?
Wilhelm has maps laid out. He's placing little boat models down, and he's making elaborate, crazy plans, and you come
I
back.
come in and I sweep it all off the table.
Right!
You worked really hard on that.
Did you not say it was a perfect design? Formation across the...
No more time for games, Your Majesty.
One of the soldiers puts Risk away.
No, they were playing Battleship.
Oh, Battleship.
Yeah, that actually tracks.
I was dismissed before, but not again. There are focal points. There are regions of intense magic that allows the Duchess to focus her energies on the town of Drannsmund. We must disrupt and destroy these, and only then will we be able to attack her. We must find these points, these energies, they're scattered about. They could be in the ocean, they could be on the land, but wherever they are, they form, what's that called again?
Triangle.
Triangle.
3 points would make a triangle, yes.
And with Drannsmund in the middle.
Laying out the map of,
And I'm gonna
of
start
the area.
jamming like knives, candlestick, and some other pointed thing in 3 directions, all with Drannsmund in the middle on the map.
So,
But did you just pick? I was gonna say, are there like place like okay, are these physical?
Likely, but think enormous moats of power.
Would they need to be rooted? Like, can they just float anywhere, or would they need to be rooted? Like, if I'm looking at the map, is there like a hill? Can I see any sort of triangle that I can make sense of?
Give me an Arcana check, Wrath.
16.
They would need to be, if there's any existing places of magical power or significance, particularly ones close to the water, that would aid the Duchess. So thinking of landmarks in the city. And as you lay out the map of Drannsmund itself, to consider places in the city.
I imagine I'm saying this, but it's Bruce that's channeling me. Like, I have no idea what I'm saying.
So
It's just Bruce.
So we
dumping.
So Drannsmund itself, that is the city, right? And so looking over the map, there's a couple places that strike you as possible places that you could investigate for where these ley line anchors could potentially be, because they have it has to be a triangle where one side passes over the castle, right? So as you look over that map,
Yeah, like that point close to the.
I mean, the peninsula
the shrine.
that's where the Tower of Storms is.
makes sense.
There's the other one that's
5.
down below that
There?
point of interest.
That is the Shrine of Nodens. The
That's a
old god of
magical
storms.
place.
And where's the castle proper?
This is the castle.
So then the third one could be off into the.
Where,
Like inland.
Yeah, could it be?
Because you'd have to go through here, right?
if you're estimating there, it would have to go somewhere out in this direction.
Yeah.
Is there any notable buildings down in that lower south quadrant?
The Duke says just the bridge.
Maybe it's the
That
bridge.
could be underneath the bridge.
Could be underneath the bridge.
The amount of
Yeah.
delirium that we've seen in the city,
Yeah.
it could be collecting. And
The Dran River itself is a contaminated wasteland of magical anomalies. So the bridge. So the Shrine of Nodens, the Tower of Storms, and the bridge.
At least we go check. Now, do we just destroy them one at a time? Like, are we...
we have to destroy them quickly. I believe that our best chance is to identify them first. And once we've identified these regions, is to coordinate the destruction of them.
And if we can locate them, I'm starting to devise an actual plan here. So if we can locate these 3 areas, set up some Eldrick or who's the local wizard?
Sundar Stormgale.
Sundar Stormgale. If we can get 3 people to dismantle these points, well, the Duke and his fleet create a firing line along the water, not firing at Drannsmund, but to protect from any oncoming attacks. We're ready so that the moment they go down, we fly out and into the Duchess's lair to attack.
So you said quickly, but are we doing this at the same time?
Are
Are we going to split up?
the 3 of us will stick together.
I think yeah, we would need to entrust first to identify these
We locate the 3
areas
points.
and then coordinate our strike.
Because if it has to be done quick, how quick? Like,
That
Like, like at the same time.
I don't know,
So-
but from what Bruce has bestowed upon me, the great gift of knowledge, that if it doesn't happen, if there's any time given, that the other points can be rebuilt from the ones that survive.
So what I'm thinking is...
The Duke asks, if these, whatever these, you think that these focus points, are these what are allowing the Duchess to attack my city with storms?
Yes.
And if we get rid of these points and we drive that back, even that alone might be enough to...
Then we won't have to worry about Drannsmund being attacked anymore.
And then we can fight the Duchess on our own terms.
Or at least if there is an attack, it's going to be much less than what was.
Well, then we need to handle these immediately.
I agree.
I think you mentioned that we will want to have a short amount of time to actually attack the Duchess once they go down.
Yeah, the way Bruce described it to me was that the backlash of energy would be very intense for the Duchess. And so by collapsing all three of these, there is a moment of weakness that will appear. I do not know how long these times are. So whatever we do, I mean, Drannsmund itself is in...
But if these
so
things
much
are the
danger.
anchor points of Elias Drexel says, if these things are the anchor points of the Duchess's entire plan, what sort of defenses might she have set up there? Are our soldiers going to be able to handle these on their own?
That's why I think we need to clear them out one by one, contain them, and then when the timing is right, destroy them.
I guess we're not going to know how quickly she's going to be able to send reinforcements, though, if she knows that we're
She will
clearing them
likely
out, right?
attack
Well,
if these are...
Not Elias, Eldrick says, all these... If the idea is to take out a series of ley lines, all three of them will need to be done within the same day.
Okay. I didn't know if it was minutes or hours or day, but...
I think it's important that we clear out each of the locations. We locate the ley line points. We secure those areas as best we can. And then I think that we would take once we've cleared out all three, we would take the Tower of Storms. Is that the Mage's Tower? Yeah? Or the... Mm-hmm. Yeah. I, as a dragon, will be able to fly 160 feet every 6 seconds.
Oh.
But Sunder Stormdale says, but I make my tower is the Tower of Storms. I came from there. If it must be under the Tower of Storms or something that they've placed underneath it, because it's not in the tower itself. I just came there.
Well, then we'll search under it.
No, he's right. We must destroy the tower and everything you hold dear. It's the only way.
The Duke says we need the tower. It's the lighthouse for the city.
We'll save the tower. Wrath is jumping to conclusions.
I think I made a perfectly reasonable argument.
But it might not have anything to do with the tower. It might be deeper underground.
Could also be beside it, but...
True.
Or right under it, possibly.
It's probably a conduit.
What if it's like part of it?
Conduit
And
for...
Elias says, indeed, what if these places are hidden or concealed in some way?
They
That's
could
why
be
they've been able
accessed
to
through
operate.
water.
Indeed, all these locations are close to water, contaminated water. And that only makes it harder for us to invade those spaces. If the Duchess's minions have made these places beneath places of power and underwater and in contaminated water, how are we supposed to attack them directly? We don't have the breathing underwater and surviving in contaminated water for very long. Those are two things that are real obstacles for us.
Well,
But not obstacles for the Dusk Wardens.
not obstacles for the Dusk Wardens. And again, I can fly very, very fast.
I don't think he's mentioned it yet, but I think Willem's a dragon right
I am a gold dragon. Can I show you?
We've seen it. It's very impressive, Your Majesty.
I can fly really fast, which means maybe sending all of our troops into contaminated water is not the best idea. And I don't mean to keep bringing up that I'm a dragon, but the fact is that if we need to destroy all three in one day, why are you laughing, Wrath?
Well, actually, I think I agree with you. I think, if anything, everybody has to man the stations of the castle, because as soon as the Duchess has any wind or any idea that we are sabotaging her intense focal point, the waves of monsters will just crash, just like.
And the Duke chimes in, and this needs to be done tomorrow. We can't have another attack on the city, on the castle like this.
Can we get a rest?
You'll need
Can we
to.
start at 9-ish?
I think we rest, and first thing we set out and we tackle all 3 of these. We get them done in the day, and as soon as the last one is finished, Duke, we are flying out to meet the Duchess head on.
What we will do is this. We will prepare the ships and the fleet so that once you have taken down these ley lines, we'll be able to set sail. You'll be able to rest on the ships as we head out to the water. And then at first light, we'll be able, if we know the storms are gone, there won't be a storm overnight, so we'll be able to sail at night. It won't be ideal, but we'll be able to get you there.
And if the Academy can just, again, with that rest, be ready with anything that y'all can throw our way to help us out on this,
I'll see if there's anything I can find.
I think we can do it.
This sounds like a plan.
It's perfect. And I found it all because I went to the toilet. Just want to point that out. I just don't know if anyone realized
Thought
that.
sitting on the toilet or...
Yeah.
Very well then. Elias Drexel says, Your Majesty, get
Thank
a
you,
good
Bert.
night's sleep. Let's try to weather the rest of this, and we will strike first thing in the morning. Where would you like to begin?
I think it makes sense to start at the closest one, which is the Tower of Nodens,
And
then
then
we
try
go to
the
the
clockwise.
bridge, and then to the...
Now we've guessed at these points of power.
Yeah.
It will be not until we...
Go, yeah.
It might even be worth sending some reliable scouts to
We can't
determine.
really send them into contaminated underwaters.
I will send what people that I can to just see if there's any signs or activity to verify your hypothesis. But
Don't go in the water.
no, I won't be able to do that. But bear in mind, Elias says this will all have to be done in one day.
Yes.
So be cautious of what resources you expend because you'll need to take all 3 locations out at within the day.
So we'll stock up on
Yeah,
potions.
the water breathing lasts for 24 hours. So we basically have from the moment, let's say we do it at 9 a.m., we have until 9 a.m. the next day.
Well, don't cast water breathing until we're at the water, and then that just gives us a little bit of extra time.
True.
Alrighty. Is there anything you'd like to do to prepare before you take a rest, or shall you consider that in the morning?
I think we can get healing potions and stuff in the morning.
Can I continue to concentrate on true polymorph before resting?
Yep.
Okay.
If I long rest, do I still regain all my
Yeah,
hit
you
points?
would regain everything back. Yep.
Nice.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna bring Houdini back.
Okay.
The only problem is you can't sneak
sleep.
attack or anything.
That's okay. I have 256 extra hit points, a flying speed, and a swimming speed. I'm helpful. Okay, my sneak...
And you can bite people. Can you bite people as a person?
I mean,
Can you be like, dragon bite?
Dragon bite!
yeah,
Shall we
when
do
I'm
Dragon
in
Claw?
Wilhelm form, can I still make dragon attacks?
I'll have to check the rules on that. I'll
what
get
if
back to you.
Could you wield your sword?
No, it all kind of merges into his form.
Don't worry. I'm really useful like this, and if I get reduced to 0, which is bound to happen, then I still come back as Wilhelm, and then I'm sneak attacking.
Okay.
Alrighty.
Arm wrestle.
Yeah, let's go.
Alright.
Rudy and Wilhelm arm wrestle.
Okay.
Do we roll?
Yeah.
That's the last thing they do in the evening.
Can
Are
I
you
roll
making-
athletics?
No, it's pure strength.
Pure strength. Okay.
Uh-oh.
22.
13.
Rudy.
Still
arm
got it.
wrestle.
Hey, did Rudy just arm wrestle a dragon?
And on that, I think that is where we land.
Rudy arm wrestles a dragon and wins.
Yeah.
They will be telling tales about this.
You know, it sounds way cooler when you leave out that I was transformed.
They will be writing the bard's songs about my victory against a dragon arm wrestle.
You know, it's going to be really cool if you leave out the part that the dragon was me, and you just say that you arm wrestled a gold dragon and won. Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave out that it was Wilhelm.
Yeah. Well, a big thank you as always to our amazing
my
cast, Jill, Kelly, and Joe for playing. Bit of a short one today, but we'll have lots of action for
Oh my
you
gosh.
next time around.
Yeah.
And a huge thank you to Kyle for keeping it real behind the scenes. Thanks, Kyle. I don't know if that's what you wanted, but that's what you got.
Yep.
And a big thank you to our Dungeon Master, Martha
Yeah.
Martin. Duchess round 2. Duchess Boogaloo coming soon to your living room.
Oh, and I guess we're gonna in our game tonight. We got to use some incredible assets produced by talented artists who have graciously given us permission to use them in our tabletop games, and we encourage you to go out and support some of these amazing creators. The wonderful terrain by Dwarven Forge, miniatures by Hero Forge and WizKids. I guess we're gonna maybe see some really cool miniatures. Coming up,
we will. They're coming.
by the wonderful Dungeon Dudes.
Yeah.
We have some player character artwork by Elizabeth Pro and music by Tabletop Audio.
And of course, don't forget to look at the links below for our Teespring store. You can find all of your favorite shirts, including What's the Worst That Could Happen? Check it out at bit.ly/DungeonDudesMerch.
And we have an amazing community of Patreon supporters that make our work possible. If you enjoy the work that we do here on YouTube, please consider becoming a patron of the show. The links are down below.
We also have a phenomenal Discord community that is exclusive for our patrons, so make sure to join us on our Discord and chat with us about all things Drakkenheim, D&D, or anything else that you'd like to. So check out the Discord.
Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time in Drakkenheim.